Hey guys, this is from a movie called South of the Clouds. Here we have a really small Wing Chun guy versus a big wrestler. Let's see how it goes. He did your little Wing Chun shovel kick, right? Not bad. Obviously, it didn't do any damage to our guy. Notice he also kicked in shoes. Doesn't mean the shovel kick isn't effective. It just means maybe you should have kicked him multiple times. Let's see what he does next. Like a true Wing Chun person, he just chain punches away. Chain punch, chain punch, chain punch, chain punch, chain punch. And now it's wrestler's turn, and he's just gonna throw our guy like a rag doll. So there's gonna be a lot of this. Remember how I told you guys a lot of these Bullshido arts were already known in China before the West ever saw any of the style on style fights that a lot of this guy brought to you guys? This is an example of it. This movie was made in 2014. So this was before 2016 or 2017 when Shuxiaodong popped up. Obviously, this director, the fight choreographer, knew what worked and what didn't work, right? And they were showing this in like a comedic way back before the entire world found the zeitgeist of what's Bullshido, what's not Bullshido, etc. I think a general good lesson is don't fight people bigger than you unless you have to, right? So a background to this, he's fighting this guy for a girl's hand in marriage, of course, right? That's why he would even dare to take on someone that big. But obviously, the director of this movie wanted someone like this, right? Because there's that kind of saying that Wing Chun was meant for smaller people or even women to take on bigger people. So obviously, this is sort of in a comedic way trying to show, it's not that simple. It's a cute movie, so it's not just a Wing Chun person. This is just a little random fight scene. Most of the movie doesn't involve Wing Chun, okay? But the protagonist somehow does Wing Chun, which is hilarious. Okay, now let's move to very classic cinema. This is a very highly recommended movie from movie people. So let's watch this fight scene.
I won't go back up. Put me down. Let me go.
So I wanted to start the clip here because this is where our blondie, who's about to start the fight, this is also what he sees initially. Now, whenever you're in a situation, just a general PSA self-defense thing, you got to get the information completely clear. Obviously, if I just showed you this, it would seem like, what are these two doing with her? But if you got the whole story, and if you were watching the movie, you would know that she was the one being wild. She was the one that needed to be escorted out. They were just trying to escort her out. Before you start anything, make sure to get full information. I think that's just a general good thing in life. Whether self-defense or other thing, try to get as much information as possible. We all have a friend like this who only throws haymakers, right? So this guy is probably not going to do well if all he knows how to do is to throw these really bad hooks. And on top of that, he's fighting two people, man. He's taking on two people and you only got one move. That's not good. You should know you're about to get a smackdown, right? So there's little cues you have to get. When he puts on the music for the two guys to start fighting you, I think that's a sign you're a little in too deep.
Hit him!
And now they fight back with jabs. Not just jabs, double jabs. Again, jabs are one of the most underrated things, right? But if you have a jab and they don't, you're at a big advantage. Especially if you know how to double jab.
Knock him down!
It sucks because if you're throwing wild haymakers, right, you leave your face really open for anything, but especially for a jab.
Yeah, hit him again!
You can hear the girl in the background that he thinks he's protecting. You can hear her egging him on, right? That's another PSA. Whenever someone's egging you on to fight, don't. Whether to try to impress them, whether for your own ego, whatever, don't do it, right? Be safe. He obviously likes her and he wants her to feel like he can protect her. So she's egging him on and he's just getting beat up. Reminding you that he's fighting two people who both know how to jab.
Come on, Hank! Knock him down!
This is something to call out bystanders too. You see so many of these street fights, the bystanders are the ones egging them on. Don't, okay? Don't, please. I know you think, well, I'm not involved. I want to see a show, but just for the sake of the public welfare, don't be like this girl egging him on like that.
Oh, yeah! Come on, Hank! Give it to him!
And to his credit, he is taking a lot of punches, right? Part of it is because they are jabs. If these two threw something stronger than jabs, this guy would be on the ground. So he doesn't realize, because he doesn't know how to fight, that these people are actually taking mercy on him. They're just jabbing. They're just jabbing him, man. Especially from this feud, you notice? They could have easily gone to his body too, but they didn't give him any rib shots, liver shots, nothing. Just jabbed at his face. So now he's the one doing that notorious chicken dance, right? It's funny because the two people he's fighting are kind of dance fighting him, but they're having fun. This guy now, he's a little dazed. He's doing an unintended dance as he kind of collapses.
You saved me. You're so brave. My hero. Oh, Hank, take me home.
I mean, he gets the girl, right? She's impressed. She's touched by it. So, you know, you guys let me know. Was it worth it to get beat up by two guys? Yeah, they only jabbed you, but still, it adds up, right? By the end, he couldn't take it anymore. Is it worth it? You know what I would say? I would be like, no, it's not worth it. But it is kind of a funny, more embarrassing but funny story if they get married. Hey, how'd you meet? I was trying to protect her in a bar even though she didn't need me to protect because she was the one being wild and I got myself beat up, but then she felt pity for me and she fell in love with me. You know?
Charlotte's sitting up front with me.
This movie's called Night of the Iguana, and it is a very classic movie. A lot of film classes, screenwriting classes study this movie. I hope you like this 2 fights, 2 movie breakdown. The YouTube algorithm's been a little weird recently. It's because they've been adding a lot of features to YouTube, so I'm not getting mad at them. I know the algorithm will correct itself and my videos will get promoted again, but until then, it's a little frustrating right now. It's like I might as well just do something fun, like really fun. That's something we can keep doing. Every time the algorithm changes, which it always changes once in a while, right? I'll just make videos like this, breaking down funny movie fights. What do you guys think? Okay, guys, make sure to press like, please, for the algorithm. Make sure to leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Now, in the comment section, have fun. Talk about these movies, man. Have you seen either of these movies? What would you have done differently if you were the people in these fight scenes? Okay, guys, talk to you soon, man. Fight commentary breakdowns out.